I'm just gonna like ask you questions and then teach you things and go back and forth. And we're gonna keep doing this over and over until you are a DJ holic.
Sounds good.
Let's fucking go. I'm just gonna like ask you questions and all right. So we're about to go live, right?
Sounds good.
When you hear it say you're now recording, that's how you know.
Okay.
Miss Amanda Saez, welcome over to the Revenue Matchmaker DJ Matchmaker channel. And thank you for coming in, man.
What's
I'm
up? What's
glad to
up?
have you.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Super Liddy. And yo, I know that we were just talking about why don't you go ahead and tell the people since we're live how we met? Because honestly, I thought that when we met at Model Beach Volleyball, thank you for these bands, by the way, that we literally hit it off and did a good job of like treating each other well and going right into the collaboration stuff. Tell them how we met, man.
We did. So we were at model volleyball. You really just approached me and tried getting to know who I was and what I was about. And I was trying to get for DJ Matchmaker, and I thought it was really funny. You told me that you knew some people that I knew, and we were just trying to see like where things aligned, and we were talking for like a while, and you were like, "Oh, like I want to get you into DJing. Like I know how to DJ." I was like, "What?" I was like, "I've been wanting to do." And so like now here we are.
Hell yeah. And yo, we do know a lot of people together. So, shout out to a few of them. Shout out to Chris Velos. And then of course, shout out to Valuetainment, Adam Sosnick. How you doing, Adam? And yeah, man, we know a lot of people. And then when we got a chance to sit down and talk, it was really cool to see that you had an interest in this. But the more that I got to know you, it seems not only you have an interest in this, but you have a calling to this. Like you've been thinking about it. You've got like the logos, you were talking about the skins. You've got a dog who is also a DJ. What's her name?
Chi Chi. I have the like a pretty good branding for the for being a DJ.
Big
It's
fan.
great.
And then for everyone that doesn't know, she's actually keeping some stuff low key right now at a store that I told her to go check out. And she's, handling some business right now so she can be the best DJ. But you also have like a modeling career. You're also a podcaster. Tell us some things that about yourself that we don't know.
I have a swimsuit line called Bounce Swimwear. I do influencing. I used to be a Bang Energy model influencer, so that was a lot of fun. That's kind of what kicked off my career doing all this stuff. So yeah, I'm like all over the media scene, all over the fashion world, and now I'm in the music scene.
Lit. And yeah, you're gonna kill it in the music scene. And what I think is gonna get you there is DJing. I had a couple conversations about this with artists before. I told you sometimes they get caught up in trying to be a full production artist or a full production rapper, and they're not famous, so they end up on a hamster wheel forever. But the market does demand DJs, and I really think that getting to know you and knowing your personality, getting to your charisma, your career, and that you're a hustler, an actual hustler, you have all the components ready to move forward into really making your name and bring value as a DJ. Especially when you were talking to me about some of your strategies, you wanted to do it at, yo, shout out to Strawberry Moon. Is that what it's called?
Oh my God, yes, Strawberry Moon. That would be so much fun.
Right? And the branding kind of matches the ladies theme. Chi-Chi's gonna love it, obviously.
It completely aligns with my branding.
Big facts, right? So that is going to be a 10 out of 10 value move because they're going to say, oh, not only do we have a female matchmaker with style and charisma, but like you also have a personality and we can feel your personality through the music based on some of the playlists that you were showing me. So that makes it like more fun to go to your venue, get a chance to see DJ Chi Chi. Hopefully she doesn't steal all of your thunder and hear like what you have to bring to the masses through your playlist.
Yeah.
Lit.
Yeah, no, Chi Chi's gonna definitely steal all the thunder.
Yo, she
She's known
might.
for it.
Thanks for bringing her, by the way. Do you want to tell people how she was at Model Beach?
Oh my God. I brought her to model volleyball. what's called the zoomies. That's when like dogs get like ridiculous out of nowhere. And she was running around between the different courts and running around in circles between people. Everyone was like being for her. It was the most adorable thing ever. I was really happy.
You call it zoomies, like when she's like going crazy?
Yeah, that's what like, running around.
Yeah, when she's like running around. I sometimes I meet people that call it like spazzing, like their dog is spazzing out. Like that's funny too, but I
Yeah,
think
that's
she's
basically
having
what she was doing. Yeah.
best time of her life. I sent you some videos of her, man. You got to throw it up on your story and let the people know this doggy is not here to mess
I
around.
will.
She's here to play.
She is here to play. She's here to rave, and she's here to thrive.
So moving a little bit forward now, we did get a chance to talk about some cool things. We're going to talk about them now. Some of the basics that you need to know in becoming an artist, a musician, a producer, but mostly a DJ, right? So this is the
Yeah,
part where you get to kick back and take notes, and I'm going to walk you through it the best that I can to make sure that we do it over and over until you learn the lesson on how to be the best DJ of all freaking time. So I'm gonna actually
sounds great.
share my screen here. One of the first things I would like you to take notes on is that music is made of sounds, right? So the sounds that all music you've
Hmm.
ever heard of is made out of kicks, claps, snares, and drums. You won't need that in this exact moment, but that's something you'll need to know for later. So kicks,
Okay.
claps, snares, and drums. And then as we go forward, if I can share my screen here, I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by that. So you can take that knowledge and put it into DJing because again, you won't need it now. But if I was teaching you how to write a 5 paragraph essay, that would be me saying like the intro paragraph, the first, second, third paragraph, and the conclusion paragraph, right? You need to know the format in
Yeah.
that way. And what are you checking out right now so the people know like some of the products that you're looking at?
I am looking at the DJ boards. They have a lot of them here. I don't think they have the one that I want though,
Okay,
which is
okay.
kind of sad. But they do have a bunch of them here, which is cool. So I am just looking around. I mean, there's so much stuff here. It's kind of overwhelming, but you
It's
showed me a pretty good DJ board to get.
yeah,
But of
yeah.
course, I want like they have like you want here and they have like be nicest like, but I don't know how to use these yet, so it's kind of pointless for me
I
to even think
understand.
of getting something like this.
Yeah, no, you're good because like
Some
in
of
one,
these have like screens on them.
what's it called?
Some of these have screens on them.
Yeah, yeah. So the one I had recommended you would be like a way to learn it, and then you have like your budget as a DJ and like getting into the field, right? So I would say start off learning on the board that I had showed you, and then like let's say that you're gonna spend like around about $2,000 to $3,000 on equipment, right? Most people, if
Yeah,
you have to choose between a DJ board or a computer, go with the computer because
yeah,
a you could get a DJ board and a that's like 2, 3 thousand bucks, and those DJ boards are full blown computers themselves,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
And because they're full blown computers and you could import all your tracks and go crazy in there and have a great time, that's fantastic. But most people choose to use a DJ board that's a little bit less tech, but goes with your laptop because your laptop for the same price can do DJing and everything else. So it's like a
yeah,
no-brainer, you know what I mean? Like, why would I put all
yeah,
that
yeah.
investment into a DJ board that's a full-blown computer when I can have a full-blown computer that does everything I need plus DJ?
Exactly.
Yeah,
That
so
is true.
I'm glad you're going through that right now. And you can you see the screen here on my computer?
I can, yeah.
Fantastic. So as I was saying, right, kicks, claps, hi-hats, snares. That is what music itself is made out of. And I'm going to give you like a quick demo of what I mean by that, right?
Okay.
So I'm going to play a song here. See, I'm going to hit this play button so the track keeps moving on the pattern. And I'm going to just say I want a kick to play every 2 steps. I want a clap to play every 4 steps. I want a hi-hat to play every 8 steps. And then I want a snare to play every 2 steps again. So you see what's going on there? Like, depending on how I decide to organize my channel rack, which is that's what that's called in this program, that is where music is made of. That is where music comes from. That's where music is made of, and that's the structure that you're going to need to know to start putting into the DJ mentality as you start building out your own songs. But we're going to keep it even more simple. I just wanted you to have an idea of what I meant by that visually, so we can keep going
Yeah.
forward.
Okay.
So that's enough of that part. We'll get back to this part much later, but just keep it in mind for now, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Now, can you see me back over here?
I can see you.
Fantastic. Now, I know you don't have your computer with you, right? Because you're out and about right now,
I do not, unfortunately.
but it's all good because you're gonna get a chance to refer back to this video, and I'm gonna show you what I want you to do in order to get yourself more prepared and out there as a DJ to start off, right?
Woohoo!
I'm going to share my screen again. I'm going to show you in the App Store that there's a program called Virtual DJ, right?
Yes.
Virtual DJ is completely free, but it'll be where you want to start to learn your lessons
Okay.
because you can go into hardcore ones. You could get like, there's one, here, let me share this again. There we go. Let me see. Can you see the App Store on the computer here?
I do, yeah.
All right, so this virtual DJ one is the one I want you to download, but all these other ones, they get fancier, they get cooler, the interface gets more detailed. If you're a
Really?
beginner, it comes off more confusing.
Hmm.
The more that you do it, though, the more that you realize, okay, the language of sound, the language of music, it's all made up of the core fundamentals. So I'm just getting more detailed in the interface about the same things in a different way. So
Yeah.
it's really a preference. It's really a preference. And I know your preference is going to be no matter what it is, it's got to be pink.
Yep. I that's like literally everything. It has to be pink bling. Like it just has to be on brand.
On brand, it's got to match the pod. It's got to be pretty extra.
Exactly. It has to be pretty extra.
Big facts. All right. So look, this is virtual DJ, and this is going to be where I want you to start, right? So this is
Okay.
downloadable for free. As soon as you download it and you're playing around with it, call me. Like obviously behind the scenes, call me. Just get in there, start playing around with it.
Oh, I will.
I'll know like, okay, she's really getting into the mix right now. So she's taking it seriously like a badass professional DJ that we know her to be. So
Now
that's
I
what
have a question.
what's your question?
Do I need my DJ board to play with the virtual DJ?
The answer is you don't need it, but I actually have a portable DJ board with me right now. If you can you see that in the mirror?
I do see it.
Let's go, right? As we go on, I'll show you how you can plug this into virtual DJ, but you don't need this to DJ. So in this moment, I'll go on to this part of the lesson, right?
Yeah.
DJing is something anyone can do. You can these days, like I told you, when we were at Model Beach Volleyball, the DJ actually walked away from the board and the music kept playing. But
Yeah.
there is actual marketing that goes into being a DJ. There's actually uniqueness into being a brand. And there's actually your personality. There's actually reading the room. There's actually building rapport. So by the time that you have this, you can use it for showiness, or you can use it to display talent and skills. And that's
Okay.
between a good DJ and a great one.
Okay, so I could mess around with virtual DJ before even getting that thing.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because I was looking to order one and it won't come till like between April 13th and 19th. And so I was like, let me go to the Guitar Center and they don't have it in stock either.
Amanda, I love your thoroughness. Like I said, most entrepreneurs or solopreneurs or DJs or hustlers or service providers don't even have that like ability to be that cool. So the fact that you're going out here and doing it, that makes me very happy.
I'm trying. Feels like the world's against me.
No, don't worry. We're right here showing you love and support so you don't feel that way. You get me?
Yeah. I just want to make sure that I could start practicing,
And
even if my board comes in a little late.
thankfully, your knowledge can start right here, right now with virtual DJ itself.
Love
So
that.
I'm gonna open it up right now and I'm gonna teach you a couple things about how to play with virtual DJ so you can kind of get an idea of it.
Yeah.
All right, so let me go ahead and share the screen to that program and let's see if you can see this. Can you see the screen?
I do see it.
You see virtual DJ?
I do see it.
All right, let's go. All right, let me go ahead and all right. So when you're in front of a computer, what I will teach you, actually, you know what? It might be actually good to teach you right now. So we have virtual DJ opened up, but I have MP3s that I can import. But keep in mind, we're different. We're different in our sound. I would say I love your sound based on what you showed me because I consider it to be hyper feminine with a super cool personality that's unique, right?
Yes.
Whereas I consider my sound to be hyper masculine, where it's like a very punchy, badass, go to war type sound. So that is the contrast between you and me. And then, of course, like having a sound when you're starting off and you're putting your passion into it, right?
Yeah.
But let me get an idea. What I'm going to do is teach you how to download. Do you know how to download a YouTube video and turn it into an MP3 to start off?
That I do know how to do.
Okay. So let's say that you did know how to do it. You grab the link and you throw it in a website browser, and then you turn that link into an MP3. So any
Mm-hmm.
audio, having the MP3 is more important than anything because from the perspective of being a service provider or a service, like you're in the business of giving a service, which is DJing, what makes you unique and different is that you have all your MP3s ready to go, and you have all your sets ready to go. My boy Logan. Got another guy. Hey man, you coming out to DJ Amanda Saez shows, right?
Say again?
You're coming out to DJ Amanda Saez shows when she starts, right?
Send me an invite for sure.
Let's go. He's coming out to support
Hey.
the love, man. That's what we're doing. So, like, I'm gonna show you exactly how this works, right? It probably works exactly how you expect it to. I'm gonna throw the MP3s inside of virtual DJ, and it's gonna start recognizing it immediately. So check this out. I got some music from myself over here. Boom. Can you hear it?
Yeah. I hear a little bit.
You hear it scratching?
Yeah.
All right,
That's
so check this
exactly
out.
what I hear.
I'm not playing the music yet because I don't know how YouTube feels about copyright strikes. I might have to like download a free for thing for
Yeah.
video, but whatever. Let me just play some right now and see what happens, right? So check this out. I have virtual DJ, and what I just did is I dragged one MP3 over to my left and one MP3 over to my right. But before moving forward, we're going to take another note, right? We talked about clips, kicks, claps, hi-hats, drums, snares, all that. That's what music is made out of, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the most important thing after that that you're going to run into a lot about being a DJ is BPMs, beats per minute. Tell me what you know about BPMs.
Not that much.
Not a problem. So I'm actually going to teach you something right now, right?
Okay.
You see how on the screen here that it's showing me, can you see the mouse around this number 148?
Yes.
Okay, so if I wanted to be a rapper right now, back in the other program called Fruity Loops that I was showing you, if I was given a beat through email from like Drake or 50 or a producer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they emailed it to me, and I wanted to put that beat into Fruity Loops, the
Okay.
first thing I'd actually have to really do is put that on my desktop and drag it over here to get the BPM.
Okay.
Because you have the ability to like count it out by ear or count it out in your head, you need to know the BPM for literally everything. The
Okay.
BPM is all. It like when, and I'll explain why. If the beat right here is 148 BPMs, which the faster it is, the more BPMs, the slower it is, the less BPMs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you remember like chopped and screwed music back in the day from like hip hop, those are slower
Mm-hmm.
BPMs, lower BPMs, right?
Yeah.
But if it's like high, the BPMs go higher. So what's happening here is that you need to know the BPMs before you rap on it or sing on it or even DJ it. And that you need to know that because if you don't know that, the music won't mix, the music won't sound right, the music will sound weird, and the music will sound off. And while you're performing the music, you won't even know why, unless then it's the BPMs.
Embarrassing.
Right? And we're going to make sure that before you even get to a sound check, before you even have to do anything, you have an idea. You know what I do? I'll give you this tip right now. When I save my MP3s,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, or my WAV files, WAV and MP3s, we'll talk about that in a sec. I sometimes will write in the title of the name on the track itself, I'll write the BPMs right next to it, and it matters more than the titles to me sometimes.
That's smart. Yeah.
And another thing is that you'll notice when it comes to your audience and your career and putting out your personality, is that you'll see human beings move and jump and dance based on the BPMs, which is
Yeah.
insane to see how we're wired that way, but it is the truth,
I mean, it's not surprising at all.
right?
It makes sense.
And I think that I'm starting to now realize that Chi Chi dances to more BPMs than all of us.
She does.
Big
And she
fat.
dabs. She dabs.
Oh, Chi Chi dabs. Literally. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play some of this right now, and I'm gonna show you around the board, right? So
Okay.
obviously there's hidden play. So music is playing, and that's like a no-brainer, right?
hmm
Now, do you see right here we have a crossfader
Where? Oh, yeah.
in where the mouse is pointed?
Yeah.
Okay. There's also on your DJ board a crossfader too, right?
hmm
So it goes left, goes right. So what's going to happen is that when you drag both of the MP3s in, they're both playing at the same time. So check this out. This is what is native to this program. See, I was just playing two songs at the same time, right?
Okay.
But when we play two songs at the same time, it sounds mushy and you can't hear shit. And it's like, what
Yeah.
is on? It's very noisy, right?
Yeah.
And the reason it's like that is because the crossfader's in the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide the crossfader all the way to the left. And
Okay.
that means it's only going to play. See how it's showing you that?
It's only gonna play the blue one.
And that's going to happen on your board too. If you slide the crossfader all the way to the left, it's only going to work on this turntable, right?
Okay.
And what's going to happen is and I'm going to turn the music down so YouTube doesn't get mad at us. So this is me turning the volume all the way down. But I'm going to press play, and you see how the blue one is going?
Yeah.
What you're also going to want to do in your actual DJ set is play both of them at the same time. And you're going to want to take time sliding your crossfader over to the other track. And the reason two tracks playing always at all times is because you'll want to be able to read the room and study what's going on. So maybe you want a reggaeton beat, and maybe you want a personality beat or a techno beat or a hardcore beat. And you could just switch between the vibe of the production at the moment at the time. But you are in control of the turntables, and you're going to be able to, you're going to have to decide when that has to happen by studying the people in the crowd.
I like that.
Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So we got our crossfader. So I'm going to write that down. You're going to want to take that as another note. And it's just the most simple thing in the world, especially when you start like getting used to your BPMs and the crossfader. It's just going to be like, all right, I know what I'm doing here. And then when you're sound check, you'll be like, where's that sound coming from? What the fuck? Let me check the crossfader. Let me check my BPMs. And because you're checking through your process, if some sort of accident happens, which does happen, you'll know exactly how to think. So you're not lost at all. You'll never be lost by practicing and playing around. So then I'm going to turn the volume back up. All right, so you see how right here, I'm gonna pause it real quick. You see this white line?
White line.
Well,
Yes.
That is, well, I think this too. That's telling me where I am in the song, right?
Okay.
So if I wanted to, I can actually go back to the beginning by dragging it around or sliding it over to the end.
Okay.
But you're gonna want to know where that is, because here there's gonna be a drop, right? So
First I fucked your mama.
that one's like pretty dark, right? Hold on. All right, let's say that like that right there, that sound, everyone jumped during that time, right?
Yeah.
What I can do is I can actually put a cue to that sound, and the cue is actually on my DJ board. Let me see if they have one here, right? Not pattern, but cue. What I'll be able to do is cue that by here. I'll show you here, right? So what I'll do is I'll plug this in and I'll push this button, and I'll push the button where that white line is. And when I push the button where that white line is, it'll stay there as a cue. So what'll happen is even if the song goes forward, I could push the button again and it'll go back again.
Okay, so pressing that button makes it go back to the white line.
And the white exactly like wherever you place the white line is where it'll go back to, and you can do that 4 different times on your board, right? So
Okay.
let's say that song, what's that song? Girls just wanna have fun, right? If it was that part, you can cue it there and just go back there again. But let me see if I
Okay.
have an adapter with me so I can give you an idea of where that is. And I do. So remember we were talking about how you're gonna need an adapter if you have USB-C?
Yes.
Big fact. So I'm plugging that into the side right now. Let's get this one queued up. So you see how like as soon as I plug it in, it recognizes it.
Mm-hmm.
It is that fast. So let's see if I'm getting a good response right now. All right. So you see how can you hear that?
Yeah.
And again, this is the showmanship of you presenting your brand and your personality, but it's coming from the computer.
Okay.
Now I have the white line there and I'm going to cue it. So yeah, I know that one's a pretty, again, I
Wait,
do.
do it again. I didn't hear it. I see it moving, but I don't hear anything. But
Can
I
you
do
hear it
see it moving
now?
back. No.
All right, so maybe Zoom isn't letting us hear it right now, but the point is that I'm able to run it back by pushing a key.
Yeah.
And that's what this button is on a DJ board. So you need to know how to like be able to create a moment with your audience or your crowd. Like I'll give you an example. One time I had football players that I was DJing for at a venue, right? And I had the theme music of their football song, and they were lit and they were hype. And then I played the intro of their song again by using the cue. And
Mhm.
there's just a different feel by using the cue, other than like you know going to your mouse, clicking, and going all the way backwards. When you're doing these things, all these shortcuts kind of add up to you and your unique personality and sound.
Yeah,
And that's going to be important as you're going forward too, right?
it is.
So let's say now there's some like super fun things on here, right? There'll be like, let's see, pattern, beat grids, rolls, scratch. I don't know if you can hear that. Can you hear that?
No.
So, all right, you and me will have to do some of this in person, right? So here I'm playing with one called Scratch, and Scratch is like a sound effect, like an alarm, right? So you ever hear like when you're listening to music, it goes,
Yeah.
like these are those buttons, right?
Okay.
And that's how they're doing it. It's not like if you have one track going at the same time, and then you're also like you're scratching, like you're getting in there, people are
Yeah,
hearing,
yeah.
getting hyped, they're feeling it, and then you push the alarm button, you're able to have one track playing, and I like to use my alarms to create like an illusion of some great big thing happening to then go over to my second track, which is usually a different sound.
Okay.
So then over here, I'll use effects and transitions to go from one sound to the other. The other one was very dark and this one's very light. Can you hear that?
No.
No? Well, the other one was like very like dark and hardcore, and this one is very like Nikki Beach, right?
Okay.
And
We love
that
Nikki
is
Beach.
good. Yeah. We gotta do Nikki Beach. In fact, I think we should just announce it here. Nikki Beach, you guys will be seeing DJ Amanda Saez very soon with DJ Chi.
Yeah, DJ Chi
Let's fucking go.
Chi.
So, like, I'm gonna give you a moment to kind of digest all that in there, right? Because that might be a lot to start off with. But go ahead and give me like an idea of what kind of boards you're seeing where you're at right now.
So let me tell you. I walked back inside of my car because the people working in there were looking at me like I was very strange. I mean, I was in there for like an hour, but I was looking at the Pioneer DJ, I think it's like Flex 4.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 299. It was out of stock though. They had a bunch of different ones. Like they had the Flex 2, they had a Flex 1, like, but the Flex 4 I think is the newest one. Of course, that's what I want.
Facts.
You recommended one that was like half the price just to start. And that was let me see.
That's
How do
this
I,
one. This is the portable one.
so is that one more portable than this Pioneer one?
I think this is Pioneer. Actually, I don't even know. See, it says too many things. Serato, DJ Juice or whatever. Hercules. I don't know what it is.
I think the name is Hercules because I was trying to find a skin for it.
Hercules.
Yeah.
You see, it has the headphones at the bottom there, but also you don't actually need the headphones. As you see, I've been doing it this entire time with the headphones. It's
Mm-hmm.
also a part of, again, branding, showmanship, icon being an icon, right?
Yeah.
Like, because we're live, can you tell the people what is going to make your board different than every other board?
It's gonna be pretty extra. Just
Hell
like
yeah.
me, just like Chi Chi. But everyone's gonna have to wait and see for how it's gonna look because I don't want people to like know what it's gonna look like beforehand. I mean, I don't even officially know what it's gonna look like. I have ideas of what it's gonna look like.
If
It's
they
gonna be
wanted to
pretty
keep up
sick.
with you, where could they find you to follow up with you and keep up with your story and all that good stuff?
At Amanda Saez official, and at Pretty Extra Show.
Nice. And what is the name of your podcast and where could they find that if they wanted to?
It's called Pretty Extra with Amanda Saez. It's on literally like every platform, like Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, um, like SiriusXM, like YouTube, literally every single platform you can think of. Amazon Podcast, Apple Podcasts, it's on everything.
On everything and it's everywhere. So the people got to find you, right?
Yeah, they gotta find me.
I'm throwing this out there. Obviously I support the Pretty Extra podcast. I got to go on there a million times, but because of you, last night I was actually with the Broskies over in Wynwood and we ran into Get Cozy with Josie.
Oh yes, I love her. She's amazing.
So this
She's
is
a
gonna be
sweetheart.
a quick shout out to her because I told her, listen, I'm going on your podcast and that is my goal for 2025. Let's fucking go.
That's an amazing goal to have.
So, yo, and that connection happened because DJ Amanda Saez and DJ Chi Chi made that happen.
DJ Speechy.
So then, like, another thing you're gonna want to know about this program here is, see, I just found the siren thing. I don't know if you can hear this, but tell me if you can.
I don't hear anything.
No?
I don't even know if it's going off or not. I don't hear anything.
All right, well, here. I have my second phone right here. I'm gonna see if I can send you an Instagram video because that's what this phone is for. Let's see if I can send it to you this way because you got to know this part, you know? All right, so I'm gonna send this through. All right, there we go. I just sent that little clip to your Instagram.
Okay.
And the reason that's important is because it makes me want to go to these three right here. Do you see where it says flanger? And I'm playing with that
Hold
knob.
on. Let me see. Give
You're
me
good, you're good.
Oh, yes, I see it.
Nice. So let's say I'm playing this. Well, go ahead and see if you get that message I just sent you first.
Okay, let me look.
Oh, I sent it from the wrong Instagram. My bad. I have two now. So I
I was
have
gonna
one
say because
for a
I don't
live
see it.
stream. Say that again.
I was gonna say I was like I didn't get anything.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna send it from the revenue mentor.speed dating, but I have one for a live stream that I'm starting up.
Okay, cool. I'll follow that one
So
too.
here.
I was like sitting in my
So tell me if you're familiar with this sound, like you've heard it before at parties. Maybe it's nostalgic for you, maybe you like it. You know, we gotta know.
okay.
All right, let's see here. All right, message to Amanda. Should I send it to Amanda or Chi Chi? I'm never sure.
Me. Chi
Just-
Chi, you know, she doesn't open her DMs.
Oh, she's not having that kind of day today. She's not checking the stories or
No.
anything.
She had too much of a rough day. She's tired.
She's tired from yesterday. She's relaxing now.
She is.
She's in her pretty canine era.
Pretty canine era. Yep.
Let's go.
Play video.
All right, I just sent it in the DM. Let's see if that is something you can hear. Even
I
though you're
can hear it.
okay. Are you familiar with that sound?
I am.
Good. So that is where you're gonna do that here. And believe it or not, even though you might have heard it a lot in life, it's something that you find yourself using a lot. And I personally use it for transitions, and you're gonna use it more than you might expect.
Okay.
So then
That's
the
a
next
good way to use it. Transitions.
100%. You could use it for nostalgic songs, a badass moment, transitioning from the left DJ board to the right DJ board. It just depends what kind of feeling that you're experiencing at that time. And when I link up with you and then we're going through your track lists, that's probably when I get like a better idea of like how you want to convey your personality and the feelings that you want to convey through the music.
Mm-hmm.
And then one you're going to use a lot right here is the flanger. Again, I know you can't hear this, but it's a fun one. I got like too many sound effects playing right now, but all right, so let's see. Let's say I'm on this side of the board, crossfaded over to the blue, not the red. Phantom. So I know you can't hear, but flanger is an effect that you're going to use because what it does is it like makes like a tube kind of sound through your song, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's three main ones. There's flanger, echo, and reverb. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
just gonna write that down in your notes. Those are really things I'd want you to play with. I wrote down V mode headphones, but flanger is something I want you to get familiar with when you're playing with it, virtual DJ.
Okay.
Flanger, echo, and reverb. And as you know, reverb, you probably heard of it before. It makes the sounds bigger, right? It
Okay.
makes it makes it a sound almost as if it's playing from a normal sound into almost as if it was playing in a cathedral,
Okay.
right? Like a bigger sound, like a echoey thing. And then echo itself is going to be very important because in your particular personality and your style and brand, is that echo will help you hit those high, happy, positive moments that are almost like celestial or euphoric or ethereal, right? Like those very girly moments when you're on stage, echo's going to help you a lot.
Okay.
It's going to be like
So that's gonna be my new best friend, basically, is what you're telling me.
it can be with with your sound. Absolutely. 100%.
I love that for me.
Literally. And also I recommend a DJ to check out named DJ Yuna. I'm gonna write that in your notes. DJ
Okay.
Yuna. Look at how she sells her personality. Look at how she like pumps up the crowd and look at how she gets in the audience. You're gonna need to have that. And Chi Chi might already have that, but don't worry. You're gonna step out of her shadow and become DJ Amanda
Yeah.
Saez.
I honestly I feel like this is all gonna be about Chi Chi.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah, she's
Not
probably
even gonna be
on with her
me.
dog manager right now, and that's why she's not on this call, right?
Exactly. She's too cool for us.
Too cool. But I gotta be honest though, her mom did kind of raise her to be that way.
I know. I know.
Give me and I'm gonna find a free version of one of the songs that you like. Go ahead and start like listing off a track or two that you know that you love, and I'm gonna see if I can put one of those in here by doing the method we were talking about earlier, so I can give you some starter information to summarize.
What do you want me to give you?
The name of one of your songs that you like to play.
Name of songs I like to play. Let's see. I'm gonna start off with something like not crazy. Let's just do 365 by Charlie XCX.
All right, Charlie SEX.
Yeah.
All right, 365. Charlie XCX. Let's see if you can hear that.
Okay.
Can you hear it?
Yes, I do. It's not like perfect, but I hear some of it.
All right, not a problem. We'll figure this out. There's other ways that we can make sure sound travels perfectly, but like we're just starting off right now.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna say Charlie XCX like instrumental. That should not give me a copyright strike, I don't think, right?
Hopefully not. I mean, you literally did it for like 2 seconds.
Yeah. We're gonna find that. Got that. Copy. YouTube to MP3. I'm gonna share the screen real quick and see if you've ever played with that before, or you said you know how to do that in general, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that is very good. And then we also talked about why you're gonna need a thumb drive. Can you go ahead and tell the people why I told you that you might need a thumb drive and what kind of thumb drive would probably be best for you?
It's like a double-sided one that does USB-C and the regular USB. Because my laptop is a MacBook and it only has USB-C, and some places might have like different things than what I have, and I might not need to bring my board, so I would just need to bring like my USB stick thing.
Big facts. You know what? That actually reminds me of something else I want to show you in this program, Virtual DJ over here. It's still on the screen, yeah?
Huh?
So you look over here on the left side, the way that you can actually do your music is you can connect your music to anything that you have on your computer, right? So you can
Mm-hmm.
connect your music to iTunes. You can
I was
connect it,
wondering that.
yeah, you can. You can connect it to iTunes right here. Like it actually showing you some of my like playlists over here. And you can play it from playlists that you've already built. You can pretty much connect everything, but one thing that we talked about is that even though you can do all of those things, let's say that you're actually at like Ultra. At
Mm-hmm.
Ultra, they probably don't have Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah.
So if they don't have Wi-Fi, all you have is your track listings the way that I'm showing you now. If you notice, like right here on the screen on the red track, this is an
Yeah.
hour-long track. So what I'll do is when I was showing you that other program earlier, I'll take 4 or 5 minute songs, know the BPM, drag them and drop them into that program and export it as 1 hour set. That's what a set is. That's what a sound is, right? And
Mm-hmm.
when I export that, I'll have the hard file, put it on the thumbnail, also keep it on my desktop, have it on the computer, and have it on the thumbnail ready to go just in case I need it on either medium.
Okay.
That is something I'm going to show you how to do too, because it's not like the easiest thing to learn, but like keep in mind, I'm trying to break it up into consumable pieces. We're only at an hour right now, and I'm just trying to make it easy, like quality over quantity, make it easier and easier and easier for you so you get the full, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't want to overload you because you definitely could, but right here, you have definitely the basics to play around with virtual DJ and just get the fucking game going. Because like I said, most DJing, once you get the technical side down, it's about our collaborations, podcasting, vlogs, TikToks, marketing, stories, connections, going out on South Beach, meeting people, selling yourself, conveying the sound, the cause, all of that will become more important than your technical skills
Yeah.
over time. Because anyone can learn how to DJ from a computer, but nobody can be the brand. Like your picture here, Pretty Extra,
Yeah,
which I
that's
love
my
the brand, by the
brand.
way. Can you tell us a little bit about it while we got you on here?
So, okay. I'm like a really nice, cool person, but when people look at me, I mean, with everyone, people will look at you and judge you based on like just how you look and present yourself. People have always looked at me and judged me thinking that I look over the top and extra all the time. They'll look at me and be like, "Oh my God, this girl is like ridiculous." Like, so I decided to play into it and almost like make fun of myself as like a character and be like, "Yeah, I am pretty extra." And I kind of just like turn it into like a fun, funny thing. Because yeah, I am like extra, but like people will think that because I'm extra that I'm like this like ridiculous and like terrible kind of person. Like there's like an attitude or something with it. And I like to say sassy things with like the character, but like it's not necessarily like me, you know what I mean? It's just like it's almost just like I don't even know how to explain it. It's just for humor.
Facts. Can you give us like an example of like judgmental people or like explain why people have been judgmental and like an example towards you ever?
So people will look at me because like I'll go out wearing like a full face of makeup and like really like nice bedazzled like clothes or just like really like well put together or overly put together for like really basic events like going to Applebee's or something and I'll be like wearing like a really nice dress or something and like all glammed up. That's just like how I am. I like that's just like how I feel my best. And so people will look at me and be like, why is this girl like looking like this in such a low key place? Like that's just like me. And it's not like I'm trying to like impress anyone. If anything, like I do it more for myself because that's just how I feel more comfortable in like myself. Um, so yeah, that's
So
kind
like
of
on that note, right, what I'll say is that I got a chance to meet you, so I'll go ahead and speak to what I see in your character in real life, right?
yeah,
I can understand how like maybe, pretty girls will look at each other and like look down on each other. A lot of hatred comes from below, never above, right? So
yeah,
like sometimes, there'll be like girls or even guys or whatever that look at you as like some guys will look at girls and be like, man, maybe she's higher up in life than I am, so I'm going to show her hatred or whatever, right?
yeah.
Now, in my individual experience, I walked up to you, got a chance to chop it up with you, talk to you. You were nothing but kind. You were nothing but deep. You gave me not one but two plus one bands to go like hang out in the back, pop bottles with Chi Chi. DJ Chi Chi's an unforgettable experience
DJ
with
Chi
you.
Chi.
And you have been able to show me that you're filled with pretty much nothing but character, hustle, and drive. Like when you were telling me about how you used to do e-commerce, how you went about doing e-commerce was a pretty big deal because you have those pre-qualifying abilities and those prerequisite personality traits that allows you to then evolve into a businesswoman. And because you have a podcast and you've gone through what it takes to make one, you've now been able to really say, oh, it wasn't my idea to be a DJ because I just want to hop on the fame train and do what everybody else is doing. I want to do this because it's actually a calling to me based on my development and my skill set of who I am. And
Yeah.
that's a big deal. And that's the difference between you and others.
Aw, thank you. That's so sweet.
No, I definitely appreciate it, Amanda. We definitely had a really good time out there. And I'm looking forward to doing it again next year at Model Beach Volleyball because we freaking have to. And then, of course, we're going to be tearing up the city because we just can't wait like for one weekend out of the whole year.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, once I start doing my sets too, like you're gonna be there, definitely.
Oh, bro. It like because because
Definitely.
DJ Chi Chi is actually inboxing me right now saying if you don't
Oh,
come, I'm
she's
gonna bite
inboxing
you.
you? I'm gonna bite you.
I'll literally bite you in the neck if you don't show up to these events. I have to.
Oh my God. That is so funny.
Yo, literally. So there are other things I want to show you, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep it like piece by piece right now.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do with this video is I'm gonna send it to you and I'm gonna break it down into notes. I'm gonna make the notes very easy and digestible. And when I get a chance to have you on the screen and I have you with the virtual DJ on the screen, and then I have virtual DJ, I'll teach you a little bit more about other programs too. I'm actually gonna pull up two that I want you to see as we go further into this. One is
Ooh.
called DJ Pro, and the other one's called Serato.
I've heard of DJ Pro.
Okay. And did you hear about it because it's pretty popular on Apple and Apple tries to integrate it into their stuff at like Apple stores, or where'd you first hear about it?
Well, I've had like friends and stuff try like tell me that I should get into DJing for like 2 years now, but I was like, nah. Like I was been doing so much with my life for like the last 2 years that like that DJing was like the last thing on my list. Like I have to be ready for things. And so someone had told me, oh, like use DJ Pro or whatever it's called. Um, and I'm pretty sure I had downloaded it, but I didn't even like look at it.
Yeah, no, trust me. Sometimes the programs just end up on the graveyard of your desktop, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, like don't worry, that happens. Because, sometimes it's important at the time, sometimes it's not. All
This
right, so
wasn't my priority.
yeah, like at that time for sure. So hold on, let me see if I could share. Now I'm going to show you how it looks at the moment, right? So here, let me share the screen of DJ Pro. Serato is acting up, so I'll have to show you that at a different time. But you see how the interface is just like immediately different?
Yes. It looks
Like,
more like kind of like organized or like modern.
right, so let's see. We have source contains no songs. If you want to do hip hop clubs, then that's how it starts off. And then you have to get in here. Then you have to get like a little bit more serious about organizing the mixer. Then you got to organize deck one, deck two. Because this one is more complicated, this is why I'm saying, okay, I want you to just have the simple things. Start off with the
Yeah,
basics, make it so easy, so easy to chew on that, when even Chi Chi's not gonna have a hard time doing it. You know what I mean?
that is true. She has little paws, so she needs to, needs to be easy enough for her.
But that being said, oh shit, all right, now Serato decided to pull up. So now that Serato decided to pull up on its own time, see again, virtual DJ is faster, so you're gonna want to rely on that when you're like, things are pretty fast paced in Miami. You're gonna have that mentality that I also have too, right? Like you just need things done now.
Yeah.
So here's Serato sharing that. So you see how this interface is laid out? It doesn't have the native turntables built into it. You can interface all of them to show you turntables, but it doesn't start off like that.
Yeah.
Like off like that. I have to walk you through more steps, and then you have to save these sets and preset these steps, and it becomes more confusing in the beginning.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that's I want you to understand that there is a method to the madness. There is a reason why out of the box, ready to go. We started off with virtual DJ. And then I'm actually gonna introduce you to some of the guys here because you know what I'm saying. We got to show love to DJ Amanda Saez, and we're coming out to your shows. So as soon as you're ready, this is gonna be nonstop.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yo, my boy TC, where you at, my man? Come over here real quick. Say what up to DJ Amanda Saez.
What's
Let
up,
her know why you out
TC?
here what we do.
What's going on, Amanda? How we doing today?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Can't complain. Thank you for asking. So first and foremost, you're with the best guy to be doing what you're doing right now. He's gonna put you onto a game that, for quite frankly, nobody else is gonna be able to do at the rate he's gonna do it at. So first of all, great connection. Secondly, what was he asking me to tell you? Why I'm doing out here?
Man.
Oh yeah,
What does the Brotherhood do?
just making connections, man. I'm from Mass. Just to give you a little background about myself, Amanda, I'm looking to move out here to Miami as soon as possible to be closer to brothers like Chris himself, and just to make a lot of connections to just help each other make more money, be better men, and help contribute back to society as well.
I love that for you.
Absolutely. And I'm hearing you're a DJ. Obviously, that's why Chris is helping you out.
Yep.
What got you into that?
Him.
Yeah.
A
There we
lot of
go.
people have been trying to get me into it, but I never fully like was like, okay, now I'm doing it.
There we go. Sometimes you got.
I was gonna take a class on how to do it, and then I had work and I couldn't do it. And literally now it's like a month later, and I met him, and he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna teach you." I was like, "Okay,
There
sounds
you go.
good."
You got to take that leap of faith, and he's the one that pushed you off the ledge. I'm glad he did it.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. Good to meet you, Amanda.
You as well.
What's your socials? I'll give you a follow right now.
At Amanda Saez official.
Her last name is spelled like this, Saez.
All right. My name is TC once again. You'll see me follow you right now.
I'll follow you back.
And then Brother Baite, go
Bye.
ahead, introduce yourself to Amanda. Tell her we're coming out to her shows and let her know what you do, my boy.
I am the
Smartest nigga ever.
Yes,
Yo,
sir.
why is this camera zooming in on me? What the hell?
Because it knows, bro.
How's this camera?
Julian.
Take a shower.
This camera's fire. Yo,
Yeah,
Chris,
let's
I
say
need
hi
this
to
camera.
Amanda.
Oh, sorry. Bayate, and I'm the tech guy. I do
Come on, yeah. Come on.
all the stuff behind the scenes and everything. So for instance, like a DJ, you get booked out for events and stuff. I make the website. I make the booking and stuff and automations behind it, so it all goes seamless together.
Let her know what you can do with calendars, booking shows, automations, Google Ads. Make sure she's always booked up, always has money coming in.
Yeah, and we put you at the top of Google reviews and everything, SEO, all the complex integrations and everything. I handle all that. So
Love that.
yeah.
And then, so we got him for that, right? Then I got my other dude over here. Where's Logan at? Is Logan here?
Logan,
Where's the model at?
I think he went outside to do something real quick.
All right, well,
Julian.
We got Julian here.
Julian, where you at, bro? Julian! My
What's
boy!
Julian's special skill?
What's up?
What's Julian's special skill?
What's his skill?
Yes.
He is a jack of all trades. Julian is like he's like a guy who's
He's Tarzan.
into interior design. He can build homes, build houses, build out the inside of homes.
So he's
He
very good
got-
at building.
Huh?
So he's very good at building.
Very good at building. My boy! We call him Tarzan, aka the Hulk. That's my
He
fucking
literally
dog.
looks like
Come
Tarzan.
to Amanda, bro.
How you doing, Amanda?
Come
My
over
name's
here. Let me
Julian.
know what you do.
So I'm a fire engineer by trade. That's what I do most of the time back home in Michigan. That's where I'm originally from, born and raised. And I dabble a lot into real estate as well. Real estate, connecting contractors, kind of bring everybody together to make it a better experience for everybody, and setting them up, efficiently, because there's always a shortage of guys to come in and get contractors for XYZ.
And
Plumbing,
he wants to
electrical.
give a flower to you.
Oh yeah, there we go. Amanda, for you.
Thank you.
That in person will be a lot better. Over the camera, little cliche, but it's fine. We'll make it happen. But other than that, yeah, that's a lot what I do most of the time. So potentially moving out here, will be moving out here actually.
Fucking Brotherhood.
Yes, sir. Thanks to Chris. Chris is absolutely a powerhouse when bringing guys together. He's literally top tier into that, and he's brought us all together to kind of, look at each other's strengths, weaknesses, to kind of improve and uplift each other to be better in every realm possible that we can do for each other. And just like example, like Chris is very, very good at connecting people and bringing people together, his skills wise, and just vocal as well. And he's brought me along to meet other guys as well. And I've 10x'd my net worth because of that. So shout out to you, Chris. Thank you, bro.
Fuck yeah,
I appreciate you, bro. And yeah,
That's why he's called a matchmaker.
there you go. 100%. So I can't thank you enough for Chris for bringing me on and really, extending that for me. So that was really something admirable that I can say about Chris and what he has going on here with the Brotherhood and bringing everybody together, especially you within your field that you want to bring with DJing and just everything. And I heard you had a podcast, which was pretty cool. I would love to check it out, and I'd love to give you a follow as well, most definitely, to show that support. And for your shows, I'd love to come out when you're ready. We're all going to be there, everybody. So I can't wait.
Thank you. So
Okay,
sweet.
tell him, plug the show. Give her a phone. Where's your phone?
Yeah, it's actually charging. You can go grab it.
Where's it?
It's over there in the corner.
Here?
Right, yeah, there.
There?
You'll see it over
There
there.
we go.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, it's on the charge over there.
Bro, give her a follow and let's learn about her podcast right
Let's
now.
do it. Yeah, I'm down.
So give them a quick idea what the Pretty Extra podcast is all about.
So pretty extra is basically me just mocking myself from how people judge me.
You are
So
beautiful. I will admit. So I can understand, and see why everybody's, coming after you.
Right? Sometimes
thank you.
when
No, but
they
it's funny because
Yeah, to be
so
honest.
like people will look at you and they'll judge you just by like looking at you, and like I'm very like well put together. Like I always have my hair done, my makeup, I like dressing up very nice and everything. And since I was young, I've been like that, like literally as a kid.
Beautiful.
And so when I was even like in middle school, people would be like, "You're so extra, Amanda. You're so over the top." Even just going to like Walmart.
That's what
And I'd
makes
be
it
like,
stand out, very unique. So extra doesn't mean anything. Extra is you're putting the extra effort to achieve where you're at. Let's ask
yeah.
them where they're at today. I bet nowhere. The extra input you put in your life has got you to the point where you're at now.
So
So
I
it's
decided to
beautiful.
just embrace it and kind of like make a joke out of it, because like people will meet me and they get like intimidated just by looking at me. But then they meet me and they're like, "Oh my God, you're so nice." And then like so I also like I make fun of myself a lot of times. Like I'll have like a pretty extra photo shoot and it's like so over top. Like it I just like to make fun of myself and just embrace it, because it's like, yeah, I am extra, but that doesn't like
I
mean
think
anything, you know? It's just
I think you're doing very well, especially with being extra. You can never go wrong with over the top. Me, I dress very well, and I actually teach guys most of the time to dress, how to dress properly. I can imagine nowadays you go around and you see how guys dress, they look like shit every single time.
yeah.
walking
Yeah.
around naked until I met him.
So, I teach guys how to dress properly and how to actually, get clothes to fit their body. And, health is wealth. At the end of the day, you have to set up your frame to be in the gym 5 days a week at least, because what you wear on your clothes is going to reflect on who you are and how your body looks. So,
Yeah.
very, very consistent. You have to be very there. That has to be non-negotiable. You have to be in the gym 5 times a week in order to get that output, looking good in any clothing, any suit, you name it. So I try to push forward that and teach a lot of guys how to really dress and actually stand out within the crowd. Cause, like you just mentioned, being extra is literally, not, they think it's not normal now. They think it's just something.
Yeah.
And honestly, I disagree. I mean, being extra is literally one of the best things you can do, because you're showing the effort, and you're always opening more doors every day by just looking. And first impressions is always the biggest thing when meeting someone.
That's what
It's true.
First impressions.
First
He teaches
impressions.
that.
Yeah, first impressions. They like, if you met me now and I looked like shit, would you be inclined to kind of talk to me? I wouldn't believe that.
No.
Yeah. So, I know I'm a little shirtless now and whatnot, but maybe the first time we meet in person, yeah, you'll
He
have
was really
better
about to
outlook.
take a shower.
Oh, no, but I really appreciate you. I'd love to get your Instagram to give you a follow and support your podcast and support your future endeavors all the way through.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So nice
Bro.
meeting you.
Very nice meeting you too,
Give him
Amanda.
your IG for the podcast and your account.
What'd you say?
Podcast, IG, and your personal account.
Your podcast account and your personal account.
My podcast account is at Pretty Extra Show, and my personal is at Amanda Saez Official.
Okay, so so you have your name is and then official at the end.
That is
Yeah.
right there on her
Okay.
picture.
Oh, found it. Let's go.
I'm actually following the Pretty Extra Show now. Check this out. Pretty Extra Show. Y'all boys need to go on that right now. Let's go.
Show love, show love.
Facts.
I have to rent a studio to start doing a podcast. I had an office, but I just got rid of it, and I need to get a studio to like just go like once a week, because I have like so much equipment. I actually got a whole new equipment set for Christmas, and it's so big. Like I'm literally thinking of just getting a whole new apartment to be able to fit this equipment in.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that, because there's something I'm working on right now called the South Life live stream, where I'm doing the exact same thing. So because I'm doing the exact same thing, both me and Julian, TC, and Vita, all of us can help each other out, find the place for you, help you get like plugged in with the right people. Would you love to help her figure this shit out, my boy?
Most definitely. Why not? Come on now.
Let's
Man,
fucking go.
we got you 100%. Let's do this. Let's make this happen.
Alrighty, sounds good.
I'm gonna give you a follow right now as well. I just followed you. I'm surprised. You know Detox? Detox follows you as well. Let's go. One of my guys.
Detox the name.
Chris
I
gave
put
me
her on.
his Instagram the other day, and I think he actually messaged me today, but
Really?
I've been so busy. I've been driving all over God's creation that I haven't been able to like message people back.
All right, so shout out to DJ Detox.
Yeah, he's awesome.
If DJ Detox is messaging you, get back to him ASAP because he's, like I said, ultimate in the game. In networking. He has my skills, but he is older than me, so he has my skills multiplied.
100%. Yeah, he's wonderful. He's wonderful in this field and what he does, and I cannot complain.
And
Awesome.
Amanda's been on both Fresh and Fit. Didn't like them too much. She likes Valuetainment more. She's been on Valuetainment.
Okay,
She
cool.
favors that a little more.
Yeah, no problem. All good. Just everybody has their own opinions. It's all good. Wherever you feel comfortable with, you go.
So we're gonna lean her towards a brand that makes her feel like she can shine, she can glow, be fucking DJ Amanda.
Perfect. Yeah, that happened. DJ Amanda Saez. Let's go.
You guys are so funny. And DJ Chi-Chi.
Oh, DJ Chi-Chi.
That's her. She has a Chihuahua. If I don't know, you might see it on her story. She actually like an actual puppy, right?
Really?
And this dog is actually the real DJ. Yeah, that dog. Here, look, Amanda.
So cute.
Yep, that's her.
She's the real DJ, and then she
bought us that table.
She bought us. Yeah, she got the table,
Spent
and then
15 grand on that table.
learning
Beautiful.
under Chi-Chi, so you should follow Chi-Chi too.
I will follow Chi-Chi right now.
Chi-Chi is an international icon.
Can I invest in Chi-Chi?
You can invest in Chi-Chi.
Beautiful.
Chi-Chi coin.
I was just gonna say Chi-Chi coin.
I was gonna say we'll bring it all the most nutritious dog food she eats. I don't know what she eats, but
she eats this. I forget what it's called, but it's like the vet recommended it for her.
She eats whatever.
It's like a
steak, caviar.
there you go.
the
all the finest and exclusive.
I've given her Fiji water, so she's used to good water.
She's spoiled for sure.
She's very spoiled.
Very spoiled. That's a beauty. Amanda, thank you so much for everything. I really appreciate you, and I cannot wait for your future endeavors to go and come true because I know it's going to come, and we will be on support, standby, and can't wait for the shows to come through.
Thank you.
And no problem. Anytime.
I appreciate it.
I'll pass it to
And
my
real
brother
quick,
Chris.
right before we head off, we got one more brother over here,
yes.
Brother Logan. Brother Logan, come over here and meet
for sure.
DJ Amanda Saez. This
Hello,
is
Logan.
a new brother to the Brotherhood. His name's Logan the Taker over because he's conquering out here. You know what I'm saying? And Logan, this is DJ Amanda Saez. I got a chance to hang out with her. She's the one who got me all these bracelets out here for Model Beach Volleyball. And we're telling her that we're coming out to her shows. We're showing her love. We're making sure she's not only going to be the best DJ in the world, but that we're going to help her get behind any brand and any cause. So go ahead and introduce yourselves. Let each other know who you are. Let's fucking go, my boy.
Yeah, gotta show love and support. So yeah, my name's Logan, like Pejman mentioned. Specifically what I'm looking to do coming to Miami is blockchain development. So I'm going to be helping business owners essentially automate certain systems. I know it's quite a bit different from DJing, but I like to go out and network, have a good time. So, if there's ever any events that you guys got going on, and you guys want to have people pull up, I'll do my best to connect you guys with people I think would make sense to have pull up.
So he can help you make like Chi-Chi coin and then stream.
I was literally just gonna ask that. So you're the guy that's gonna make
the wallet
Chi-Chi
could be
coin.
like right under your like live stream, so people could like send money to your wallet as you're live streaming and just buy Chi-Chi coin. That's your puppy.
He's gonna make Chi-Chi coin for me.
Let's go.
I love that.
I could do it. So yeah.
Are you coming out to all her shows?
We have a whole team now.
Yeah.
Let's go.
The pretty extra team.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes. We gotta set
I
up.
don't know if you guys like that name, but I'll call you guys the pretty extra team.
Let's go.
Let's go. We jumping on a podcast or what?
Yeah. No.
Max,
We're gonna help her get the place. We're gonna set up the pod. We're gonna come up with the topics, and we're gonna spin. I spin for love, and we'll figure out what you're spinning for soon.
I will figure it out soon.
Yeah.
First, I need to download that virtual DJ thing.
Yeah. So that being said, Amanda, what me and the boys are gonna do is we're gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna send you this video. I believe it's live streaming right now, and then I'm gonna make sure that you're taken care of from beginning to end. As soon as you're in there and you're playing with it, we're gonna have another phone call. We're gonna set it up. We got a whole fucking team ready to go. So we're just gonna keep making it happen.
Sounds beautiful. I love that.
Sending you most love. And thank you for staying true to your word and hopping on here.
Of course.
And also, I'm sending Shishi a lot of love. And like, if you have like a mom that takes care of both of you, I'm sending her love too because you guys are
Oh,
fucking amazing.
thank you. I can't wait for the next one. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Literally, I promise you it will be. So look, I'm gonna let you hop off for now because I'm sure you got like some Starbucks to go get for the puppy. But in the meantime, we're gonna come up with some ideas to take care of you. Okay.
All right, cool. It
All
was
right. So
great
talk to
talking
you
to you
soon.
guys. I'll talk to you later.
And yeah, we'll chat and we'll talk to you soon. And everyone's following you, so you already know you're good to go.
All right, bye guys.
Peace out.
Amanda.